more than this? A miserable pile of secrets unto himself? It is a greater sin than any Orokin could ever have dreamt up in their wildest nightmares. 16!
Please select destination.
Many of the sentients evolved between encounters, so we could never be sure that we would face the same foe twice. But others remained in consistent form, as if they had reached some plateau long ago. Perfected killers. They brought the same cold horror that a shark does. It was insanity. How could I strategize around the behavior of sentient crab ships when no sooner had my tactics been perfected than the crab ships were replaced by worm ships? And how long before those worm ships were themselves replaced by some new monstrosity? All we could do was go backward. Progress had been fatal. Old traditions, time-hallowed paths of honor and discipline were owed their due. I was effortlessly expert with many of our weapons, but I excelled in the use of one. The lie. I brandished it most often against my own troops. I whipped them to the bone with lies of duty and discipline. I smothered them with the lie that the war could be won. I pierced them with the lie of my favor, my most esteemed regard for them. Alone, in private, I turned that weapon on myself. Oh, how I bled! Trayvon, I watched you hurl your railjack into Bragas's Maw. Distracted, feeding greedily on you and your men, she never noticed my own ship speeding away. You laid down your life for your superior officer. I felt your selflessness like a slap in the face. Mariner, you gave me your body. Together in that trench, we drank kuva. My hand shook, and my gashed throat leaked. But I kept enough drops down for it to take. I remember your last salute, the fading. Then I blinked open the eyes that had been yours, and saw my gutted corpse dead in the mud. Rustic. Something wrong in the cloning process, they said? What else could make a Grineer stay at his turret while burning alive? Even a rat understands self-preservation. No, your defect placed you above them. Above all, a strategic man. If you need Albrecht to survive long enough to save the universe, I am not so foolhardy. I will wait. For now. 17! Mark my words, Drifter. The moment the indifference is dealt with, and Albrecht is no longer required, I will lick his hot, wet blood from my claws. 18. I have learned enough, Drifter. I am whole enough. Stop here and turn back. Leave this place now. No! Drifter, stop! Stop immediately! There are memories that are buried for good reason, and I command you to leave! At first, the Warframe seemed more of an artistic statement than a legitimate weapon. The war was all but lost. The sentients were unvanquishable. Let us, then, create these strange and surreal warriors and arm them with weapons of ancient pedigree. At least our defeat shall be beautiful, memorable. But against all expectations they prevail. Soon, stories of outrageously improbable heroism filtered back from the front. Warframes had appeared from the sky, angel-like, liberating captives and devastating sentient strongholds. Even alone, they were miracles. In groups, they were gods. Little wonder, then, that they were seen as mere propaganda. Peace? Her voice was broken glass grinding in my ears. Executor Nitok was displeased. She had expected a glorious escalation, battle after battle, ending in the climactic ecstasy of the Orokin's demise, after which she would emerge from hiding and... well, there I am left to speculate. Perhaps she expected to be invited into the sentient's confidence. Or perhaps she thought they would abandon the scorched, polluted remains of the Origin system and leave her to raise a new kingdom of her own. Regardless, Peace would not be tolerated. So we set to work to undermine it. Among the 7 executors, Ballas had styled himself first among equals. Ever the diplomat, ever the honey-voiced persuader, he resolved the grudges and disputes of the others. I found, to my utter glee, that he was now the rose caught between 2 thickets of thorns. The warmonger faction headed by Nitok pulled one way, the pacifist under Skarn pulled another. Ballas was obliged to decide and earn the scathing enmity of whichever Kade he did not side with. For reasons I cannot guess, he chose peace. It was 4-3, so the ravening sentients were suddenly allies and friends. One way or another, he shall come round, Nitok promised, even as I was dispatched to seek out malcontents among the garrisoned Dax. I understood from the start, both on the battlefield and in the bedchamber, the path to victory through seeming submission. Where the enemy finds you yielding, there you can be sure he will push, and so you may easily trip him. Lackey, they called me. Lapdog. Nitok thought herself in control. How subtly I guided her. Roathe, the bloody-handed. Roathe, the ogre fattened on the bodies of his men. Spendthrift of lives. As if I battled only for the battle's sake. No. The Orokin Empire must end. For that to happen, the war must continue. Only defeat, absolute and irrevocable, would topple those 7 golden gargoyles. Not even Nitok knew my true heart. She thought I aspired to rule alongside her. I am not a man who begs. I am a man who bargains. And whatever you wish for, you shall have it. Whatever you desire, it shall be yours. Simply turn around. Please. what you came for. For you, a blistering kick.
Devastation! Do you smell burning? Breathe in the smoke! Is this what you came for? Pray me away, Marie. Just try.
Shield us with your grace! Bless our blades with your light!
Let the devil strike this holy image. Soul's fire is stronger than his.
Not bad.
Please select destination.
Coward. That is what they called me, isn't it? I've read the history books scattered about this dusty hall. A lie. They did not know the truth. That I was ripped away from my time before I could complete my work. Coward. I remember now. He approached me in the Golden Halls. He wore a face I did not know, but that is not so very unusual for our kind. I knew his voice. I knew the way he moved. Coward. He asked me a single question. Did I truly believe that I could ever be forgiven for burning it all to ash? Coward! In that pale, outstretched hand, a syringe, glittering with freedom, with another chance, with another life. I took it. Coward!
Selling their souls.
Please select destination.
Warframe.